Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Spirit reason Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Welcome all of you all to today's session of the first 100 asanas of the TVK. Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. These sacred asanas are not just physical movements. They are powerful yogic postures that awaken balance, strength and inner awareness. Now sit straight, your spine erect, and slowly take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands in Namaskar Mudra. Let's chant the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasubhadam components of Nithyananda Yoga: asana, pranayama, mudras, bandhas, karanas, visualization, japa, mantra, weightlifting, mandala, avarana, and aushada. So with this, let's start make sure that you have all this, which is asana, which is the posture itself, pranayama, which is the breathing technique, mudras, which is the fingers, bandha, which is the holding in your, when you hold the mula bandha, example, the mula bandha and udyan bandha, and the karana, which is the movement in between of the asanas, visualization, which you are closing your eyes and visualizing before you start the yoga, the asana, japa, which is the Om Nithyananda Yoga example, mantras, the mantras for each asana, and the weight lifting, which is the weight here, the mandala, which you have the yantra part here, and avarana. Avarana is the vibhuti, kumkum, and the turmeric and the sandal powder. So with this, let's start the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. Let's start with the warm-up. So if you just start moving your ankles from your ankle. Rotate your ankles clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anti-clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. close your eyes, visualize yourself as a skeleton, pure bones. Awaken 72,000 nadis in your body. Now stand still. Inhale and exhale. And walk on the mat, front and back. Now you're ready to begin the asanas. Now you can slowly settle down on the mat. So place your chakra on your card, on your mat. Let's go to the first asana, which is Shimasana. Shimasana. Shimam Yasmin. Shimasana is from Yoga Nirnaya of Sundardeva. Shimam Yasmin Bhave Dehe Takshima Asana Mukhyate. Start seated comfortably with leg crossed in Siddhasana. Rest your elbows gently on the thigh. Interlace your fingers in front of your chest. Then lean your chin softly on top of your hands. Keep your spine keep your spine long and relaxed. Drawing shoulders down away from ears. Maintain even breath and calm grounded posture as you rest your upper body in this supported forward lean. So lean forward. Interlace your fingers in front of your chest. Like this. You can softly lean your chin on your fingers. This Shimasana. Next asana is Kubjasana, humpback pose. In Kubjasana, Nabhav Simhanadam Kunchamakam Kunchayan Esha Kubjasantu Kubjasanantu. Start seated with your legs crossed and spine tall. Inhale deeply to lengthen the spine as you exhale. Gently bend forward from the hips, drawing your chin closely towards your navel and consciously extending your spine. Let your shoulders gently rise as you try and crack your upper spine. separating each vertebra, curving your upper back like a humpback. This is Kupjasana. Next is Charana, Griva, dynamic movement, neck rotation. So we will be going to dynamic rotation movements. Anuloma Vidhana Bhyam Charanaga Brahmo Bhave Dashada Charana Mukhya Jaganyanya Smritavadi Videhi. So, through the methods of Anuloma, proper order, movement and rotation of the limbs. Gently drop your chin towards your chest to begin the movement. Like this. And slowly and smoothly roll your neck in full circle. Move from ear to shoulder, back and the other side. Keep your shoulders down and neck muscles relaxed throughout to avoid tension. Avoid jerky or fast movements. Perform neck circles in a calm and controlled manner. So just rotate your head. Make sure your spine is straight and shoulders relaxed. Samana Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, chanting Om Nithyananda Yoga. Next asana is Jaganya Charana Triva, dynamic movements and hip tilts. So this is from Hatha Tattva Kaumudi, chapter 9, verse 15 and 17 of Hatha Tattva Kaumudi. So, in this asana, you will be gently nodding your chin down towards your chest to stretch the back of your neck. Slowly lift your chin up towards the ceiling to stretch the front of your neck. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your movements smooth for spinal safety. Next we go to the next asana, which is so again this dynamic movements, but this is for shoulder rotations. Jaganya Charana Skanda. So you're going to now extend your arms out wide and rotate your shoulders in slow circles, making small and large rotations in each direction. Keep your core gently engaged and your upper body relaxed as you move. Avoid hunching your shoulders or rotating too quickly. Maintain control and steady movement. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and not hunched. In this asana, we'll be doing Mula Bandha, Shambhavi Mudra, and Samana Kumbhaka. Riju Drishti, to warm up the movement. Warm up the joints, Keep the elbows and soft and avoid locking elbows during the movement. Avoid rushing the circles or tensing the shoulders. Move slowly and smooth. So this is also in Mula Bandha and chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwara. Looking straight. Asana is the finger flexions. It's Anguli Mula. So what you may do is stretch your fingers by pressing your hands with fingertips pointing down and up like this and away from you. Avoid moving too quickly or locking your elbows. Keep the movement slow and controlled. So relax your elbows and just push only your fingers up, down, and also in Mula Bandha, chant Om Nithyananda Parameshwara. Viju Drishti. So you can see there's a lot of, you have a lot of muscle flexation here on your fingers, and you just relax your elbows. Next asana, we go to Karuna Samvigrahana, which is dynamic movement, squeezing the wrist. So in this asana is from Malla Purana, Padasya Samvigrahanam, Karatsam Drishtadevacha. So here in the seated position, rest your wrist with opposite hand. Like this, and gently squeeze and massage the inner joint, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Put as much pressure as possible. In this, you'll be in Shandami Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, chanting Om Nithyananda Parameshwara. This will enhance wrist joint mobility, increase circulation, reduces tension and stiffness, stimulates nerve endings, and supports joint health through gentle, mindful massage. So next asana will go into Chandrasana, which is half moon pose. So now place your hands. This is from Yoga Chintamani. Chandre Desh Shatava Deshata Shanu Tatvat Padachayam Kripa Sutala Yonya Samstitam Chandram Chandre Eva Kaditamiti Tatvat Patmas Sanavat Viguna Padadayam Kritveti Artaha. So now sit in a comfortable cross-leg position with your spine taut. Place one hand on the ground beside your hips and reach your opposite arm up and over the side. Lengthen through your raised arm to stretch the side body. Ground your sitting bones evenly for stability. Avoid collapsing your chest by keeping it open towards the you, Srishti. Do the same in the other side. Now we go to the next asana, which is Jaganya Charana Anguli, dynamic movements of toe flexions. This is from Hatha Tattva Kauvadi, which is going to stretch your toes. Anuloma Vidana Yam Charananga Brahmogame Vasada Charana Mukhya Jaganya Smritabuli. So in this start sit with your legs extended straight in front of your spine. Pause. Clench your toes tightly. Then extend and spread them wide and activate foot muscles. Move your toes individually or together to increase flexibility and strength. This will be in so just relax your hands by the side of the hips and sit straight and just flex your toes straight, separately or together. Just make a movement to stretch your toes. We go to the next asana. Next asana is the ankle rotation. So using this in the same seated position. Now we're going to lift your legs slightly off the ground and begin to rotate your ankles in slow controlled circles. Make both small and large rotations in each direction to move the middle joints. So sit straight, make sure your spine is straight, and just lift your heel up and rotate your ankles on the right leg anti-clockwise. Now do the same for the left ankle. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Just rotate your ankle. Now you go to the next asana, which is Janu Sandhi Grahana, squeezing knee joints. So in this asana, which is from Malla Purana, you're going to sit in a seated position, clasp your knees with both the hands and gently squeeze it on the other side. Just sit down and grasp your joint of your knees and the joint of your hands. Gently squeeze and massage the inner joint, applying as much pressure as you can. Optimally tolerate. Avuktam Charana Grahanam Vacha Padasya Sandhi Grahanam Karasam Dishtat Devacha. In this asana, in Samana Kumbhaka Mulabandha, chant Om Nithyananda Yoga. Improves knee joint mobility, increase circulation, relieves tension, support joint lubrication, and promotes mindful connection with slow, gentle massage. So you gently go to massage your knees in seated position. So let's go to the next asana. Gurpa Sandhi Grahana, squeezing ankle joints. hands, Pada Sandhi Grahana, squeezing the feet joints. And gently squeeze and massage the inner joint, applying as much pressure as you can comfortably tolerate. Repeat on the other side. So you're going to squeeze your feet using your hands. Now repeat on the other feet, left feet. Go to the next asana, which is the Balanatha asana, Lord of Strength posture. So in this asana, which is from Naradiya Samhita MS, Balanatha asana, start seated with your cross, with your legs extended straight in front of you and spine tall. Cross one foot on top of each other, hooking the top of your foot just above the toes around of the shin. Keep your fingers interlaced between your thighs at the groin for a deep stretch. Maintain strength in your spine and avoid rounding your lower back. So keep your lower back straight and interlace your hands, bring it to the groin, and hook one of your feet onto the other, and up to engage your shin. This is balance. Bring your left leg across your right leg and hook it up. Push your toes upwards, look straight in Drishti, and chant Om Nithyananda Yoga in Samana Kumbhaka. You can feel the pressure in your shin. Now let's go to the next asana. Next asana is Karpati asana, tetted pose. In this asana, which is from Naradiya Samhita MS, says start seated with your legs extended straight out in front of you and toes pointed upwards. Bring your hands together in your groin region for grounding. Keep your spine tall and core engaged to avoid stress in your lower back. Maintain even pressure through your sitting bones for stability. Hold the position with steady breath. So in Samana Kumbhaka, Mulabandha, chant Om Nithyananda Yoga. Bring both hands near your groin, together in your groin for grounding. So your toes pointing up. Now let's go to the next asana. The next asana is Mridu Parivritti, soft rotations. In this next asana, from through core, you start seated with your legs extended straight in front of you and your spine tall. Simultaneously rotate your feet outward and inward and engage ankle mobility. Press the back of your hands together in front of your chest with fingers pointing downwards and by pressing hands against each other throughout the movement. Avoid locking your elbows or tensing your shoulders. Keep the motion fluid and controlled. So you're going to move like this. Move your hand and your toes up and down. So in this asana, cutting prasarya nave asangulin mridu vandanam parivartaye Indra Om Nithyananda Parameshwara. Make sure your back is straight. So your back of your hand pointing each other and your hands, your wrist rotating, your toes moving up and down. Flexing upward and inward. Outward and inward. Let's go to the next asana. Next asana is Sharira Suddhi Pravaha, body purification flow, which is from throat flow. Sharira Shuddhi Purvandam Cha Panchendriya Dharanam Marmastaleni Yojaye Pada Prasarana Anguli Vikasa Sandhi Bala Sampati. So in this posture, the instruction is start seated with your legs stretched forward and hands resting gently on your knees. Inhale sharply, sweeping your arms straight up to open your chest and shoulders wide. Exhale powerfully, lowering your arms to chest height and pulling your elbows back. Inhale strongly, opening your fingers, toes and shoulders as you widen your eyes. Exhale fully, contracting your body strongly and releasing tension in the next inhale. So we are going to do this gently on your knees. Inhale sharply. Exhale powerfully, lowering your arms to chest height. And pulling your elbows back. Inhale strongly. Open your fingers, toes and shoulders as you widen your eyes. Exhale fully. So you can do a few times. Next asana is Samhrita Putili Asana, where the coin seat. This asana is from Kyuko. Samkrista Padasana Vrida Bahu Bandana Bandanam Suthilam. Start seated with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Like this. Spine taut. Bring your hands to your side, relaxing your wrist and fingers comfortably. Gently shake your hands, loosening your wrist and releasing stagnant energy, lubricating and strengthening each connection. Watch as mobility is restored, circulation improves, and the joint feel open, supple, and stable for effortless, pain-free function. So, yeah. So in this asana, which is from through called Sankuchita Kati Prishtodvam Prerayet. So start seated with your leg extended straight in front of you and your spine straight, tall. Bend one of your knee, drawing it inward towards your chest while gently pushing it back beyond your armpits to open the deep hip joints. Rotate the bent leg smoothly to loosen the hip joint and increase mobility. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your spine long throughout the movement, while passing your knee or rounding your back. Move within a comfortable range. In this asana, shoulders relaxed off and arms active without lifting your shoulders. Avoid arcing your lower back, but engaging your core and lengthening your spine. Chant Om Nithyananda Yoga in Samana Kumbhaka. Look straight. Now go to the next asana. Which is Kanda Parivriti, shoulder spins. So stand straight on the mat. Start standing with your feet hip width apart and spine tall for balance. Bend your elbows to place fingertips firmly on your shoulders. Rotate your shoulders in both small and large circles, moving in each direction. Keep core gently engaged and upper body relaxed throughout the movement. Avoid hunching and your shoulders and rotating too quickly. Maintain control. Movement. Purnam dirgam nabita pakshum kampanam. Next asana is Daganya Charana Pushtam, dynamic movement, spinal rotation. From Hatha Tattva Kaumudi. Structure is by standing with your feet hip width apart and spine tall for balance support. Place your hands in your hips or let them rest by your sides naturally. For comfort, slowly rotate your upper body to one side, keeping hips stable and facing forward. Engage your core and lengthen your spine. Maintain control during a twist. Go to the next asana, which is dynamic movement, which is also hip rotation. Now, start standing with your feet hips wide width apart and spine tall for stability. Place your hands firmly on the hips to support your movement. Slowly rotate your hips to control circulation motion, moving in both clockwise and counter-clockwise directions. Keep your knees soft and core engaged to protect your lower back. Chant Om Nithyananda Yoga. Hold in Samana Kumbhaka. Feel each and every part of your hip muscles. You rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. Now come to the next asana. Next asana is Jaganya Charana, dynamic movement for knee rotations. So you're going to go to knee rotation. Start standing with your knees side by side and feet together. Slightly bend your legs, keeping your weight evenly distributed, spine tall. Rotate your knees slowly, control circular motions, both directions. Circular motions. Left, right. Also in Samana Kumbhaka, chant Om Nithyananda Yoga. Next asana with your spine tall and opposite leg slightly bent. Heel behind you and off the ground. Keep balance on your standing foot while avoiding locking the knee. Bring your hands into Namaskara Mudra with palms together in front of your chest. Engage core gently to steady your hips and gaze forward for focus. Maintain even leg throughout standing foot for stability. Also in Samana Kumbhaka, chanting Om Nithyananda Yoga in Video Drishti. Next asana, which is the Parshvantari on the other leg. Now lift your left leg upwards. Bring your hands in Namaskara Mudra. And hold in Samana Kumbhaka. Om Nithyananda Yoga. Look forward. And go to the next asana, which is Sthirangusthasana, steady big toe pose. So in this asana, which is from Yogasana trainer, as Sthirangusthasana. Start standing tall with your feet grounded beneath you. Let your hands rest naturally by the sides and soften your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen your spine and lift gently through the crown of the head. Maintain steady breath and calm. Balance presence as you hold the posture. So just stand tall with your feet grounded. Do not lift your feet. But you can lift your heel. So start standing tall. Hands relax at the side of your by the sides. In Samana Kumbhaka or Nithyananda Yoga. Relax. Now let's go to the next asana. Next asana is Vara Pada Dhyanasana, blessed auspicious feet pose, which is from Malla Purana. Kakshayo Pada Sandishcha Dharanam Kateta Udaha Udara Skamdayo Chaiva Dharanam Varapadayo. They start standing tall with legs extended and feet flat on the ground. For steady balance, slowly rise onto the tips of your toes to engage your calves and feet. Rotate intentionally into pronation into the sides of your heels. Next, rotate into supination into the inside of your feet. Return into your toes, repeating controlled foot movements, making circular rotations clockwise and anti-clockwise, counterclockwise to increase overall foot mobility and strength. Avoid rushing the movement. So you are going to move your feet in different all directions. Now left, up, down, and circular motion. Clockwise and anti-clockwise ankle. The same on the left. You can do it together or do it separately in this. So you can do it together. standing tall with feet hip width apart and spine straight. Make gentle fist with your hands, keeping your wrists aligned and strong. Take a deep breath in, gathering inner strength. On the exhale, strike your arms firmly against your thigh with the fist. Then follow by striking the sides of your torso, then your arms, using control force by avoiding injury. So you're going to bend like this, your knees, and in Mula Bandha, go to the next asana, which is Punaruttanasana. In Punaruttanasana, repeating rising pose from Mala Purana. Punaschaiva tu janubhyam tale hasta vidarana punarutta stabila ti yada shakya samabhyasya vidyate vijanubhyam kopyecha puna. In this, begin standing tall with feet shoulder wide apart and toes slightly turned out. Engage your core and keep your chest lifted. Slowly bend your knees and lower your hips down and back into squat. Keep your spine long and gaze forward as you lower. Press your knees gently outward to align with your toes. Then rise back obstacle by guiding through your heels and engaging glutes and thighs, maintaining steady rhythmic breathing throughout, moving with control and easy to build strength and endurance. So actually you are going to come up like this. And the next asana is Bala Vajjana Nipatana, which is forceful knee drop from true core. Vishwasya bhalavat nipatya balam vihitva vigathaye. Start standing tall with feet hip width apart and spine straight. Take a deep breath in, preparing your body. Exhale forcefully as you gently drop down to a kneeling position. Bring your hands to hold each opposite elbow in front of the chest as you gather your inner power. Press the power downward to your heels and through into the ground. Keeping your spine tall and core engaged to maintain strength. Avoid collapsing your chest or shoulders. Now start standing tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale forcefully as you gently drop down to a kneeling position. So you just gently drop down to a kneeling position and hold your elbows. Visualize prana flowing freely through your legs, clearing tightness and dissolving stiffness. So you do it again. So the next asana is Udara Karshanasana, abdominal stretch pose. knee bent and foot flat on the ground with the knee raised. Position the other leg bent backward, resting the foot behind you. On the ground, place a hand to each respective knee. Inhale, strengthen your spine. Exhale, gently twist your upper body towards the raised knee. Keep your hands steady on the knees to guide the twist. So you're going to twist your body to this side, to your left, for your right knee. You're going to twist your body to the right. Same thing. Do the same for the other leg, leg. Now come to your left leg. Lift your left knee upwards and your right knee towards on the ground, and hold your left knee using your left hand, right knee using your right hand, and twist. Now go to the next asana. Next asana is Nithyananda, Lord of Serpents pose. Is from Atmanara Naradiya Samhita and has Nithyananda. Start seated and bend your knees, bringing feet flat on the ground with knees close to your chest. Take the right arm and thread it through your both legs. Both legs, and grab your left arm around the raised left knee. Clasp your hands together around the left raised knee, keeping your chest close towards it, maintaining a tall spine, and gently hug to deepen the posture. You see, from yoga, Sananjana. Start seated with one leg extended forward and your spine up straight. Place your hand on the ground, beside behind you with fingers pointing slightly outward to support your chest. Bend the opposite knee and place the outside edge of your ankle on the thigh just above the knee of your extended leg. Keep your extended leg active and flex the foot as you lift your chest gently, maintaining length in your spine and stability in your hips. Look straight. Pratyahara Kumbhaka, Mola Bandha. Now let's go to the next asana. Next asana is Yoga asana. So bend your right knee. Bring your hands Namaskara Mudra, front. Next asana, which is the twisted pose, Vakrasana 3. So now bend your right knee and rotate your hips. Bring your hands on the left leg, left feet, and right hand at the back. Now looking at the side, Mula Bandha, right side, looking sideways. Om Nithyananda Yoga. Next asana is Viparita Ardha Matsyendrasana. So now lift your right, your knees, which is bent, and place it over the knees, the leg which is on the ground, and then place your hands, right hand at the back, and your left hand touching your left feet, your right feet, and just rotate your hips. Twist. Next now bring your right feet towards your inner part of your left thigh, and then now hold your right feet using your right hand, and hold your left foot using your left hand. Twist. Next asana is the conch asana. We're almost coming to the end of the sequence of this asana, Shankasana, conch pose. Bring your feet together, and now touch your right hand on your toes, and now bring the conch position like this, looking right side, looking to your left, opening your left, looking at the conch. And go to the next asana, which the Dakshina Siddhasana. Now bring your hands interlaced at your navel. Looking towards your nose, point of your nose, Mula Bandha. Next asana. semicircle pose. So start sitting with your feet together in front of you, holding again gently with your hands. Keep your spine long as you inhale. As you exhale, lean towards and down from your hips, allowing your chest to reach forward towards the ground. Lower your forehead towards the feet to deepen the stretch. Keep your legs extended and engaged by the body locking your knees. Breathe steadily and relax. Look forward, fold, reaching, feeling the stretch along your diaphragm.